Hey friends, it's been a while, but yeah, finally getting to doing another video. I just wanted to share a little bit. I just had over the last maybe 2 months or so, maybe more, just been really being refreshed by a few different things. I've been first of all, I've started listening to the God Journey podcast. It's just really so special. It's just two guys, Wayne Jacobson and Brad Cummings. They just talk, and they talk about things that I'm pretty well versed in, but it's just the language that they put around it that is just so refreshing. And yeah, anyway, and then I started reading The Shack, which those two guys collaborated on with the author William Young, and I had heard about this book for a long time, but I kind of just dismissed it because I thought it was a Christian fiction thing. I usually don't read those. Hardly, I don't think I've ever have. So yeah, but I read it, and it's just, oh my gosh, I want to buy a copy for everybody I know. It's amazing. If you haven't read it yet, you should read it. And then I started reading this just now, Jim Palmer's Divine Nobodies. And man, both of these books are just stirring things up in my heart. Like, you know, certain books God uses to really just turn your heart over and just really bring things up. And just, I just sense the presence of God when I'm, well, it's like He's overturning a rock in my heart and saying, "Hey, look under this one," and I'm like, I'm seeing things from different light, and the same way as the God Journey podcast does for me. It's just a different language, and it's helping me see things from another viewpoint, and it's so refreshing, and it's really helping me a lot, and I'm feeling closer to God and just going deeper in my relationship with Him. And I called this video podcast thing, or video whatever blog, The Deeper Life, and that's been kind of a phrase that's just been so key in my life, because I love the deeper life writers like A.W. Tozer and Andrew Murray and those sorts of guys, and that really resonates with me. But what these guys are especially the God Journey podcast and Wayne Jacobson, he talks about, well, actually, it's funny because they brought it up on a podcast called Relaxing into Reality was the name of it. You can find it at thegodjourney.com in the archives. And but it's funny because I'd already journaled about this phrase, relaxing into reality. And that's really kind of the phrase that's really resonating with me as a kind of an all-encompassing thing that I want to focus on. It's just relaxing into God's reality, which is the real reality, And yeah, I just thought I would read. It'll be easier for me to just read some things from my journal. And I just said today, I just said, I want to relax into your love daily. I want the fruit that brings in my life, the freedom and joy. I want to know the relaxed life. And I was really seeing that the relaxed life is really the same as abiding in Christ and resting in Him from John 15. And that's just been like the key chapter in my life. And God's just used it to give me the most revelation I've ever gotten is from that picture of the vine and the branches. And it's living in the reality that everything you need is there. And receive it like a branch on the vine receives everything it needs from the vine. It just is. It is what it was created to be. It was created to be a branch, a conduit for all the good stuff that the vine provides. That good stuff flows freely through the branch and produces fruit. And the branch doesn't try to produce the fruit. It just happens as a result of the branch being healthy and receiving the nutrients and everything from the vine, from the ground, the air and the sun. And fruit happens naturally. And I just said, oh, I want to relax. Lord, I want to follow you into that relaxed life. And I wanted to read from Matthew 5 from the Message. It's in the Sermon on the Mount, and it's actually at the end of chapter 6. Jesus says, if God gives such attention to the appearance of wildflowers, most of which are never even seen, don't you think he'll attend to you, take pride in you, do his best for you? What I'm trying to do here is to get you to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting so you can respond to God's giving. People who don't know God and the way he works fuss over these things, but you know both God and how he works. Steep your life in God reality, God initiative, God provisions. Don't worry about missing out. You'll find all your everyday human concerns will be met. Give your entire attention to what God is doing right now, and don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time comes. But what I'm trying to do here is to get you to relax, to not be so preoccupied with getting so you can respond to God's giving. I just, oh man. I'll just read another section of my journal here. Hopefully I'm not going too long. I just said here, it's just so refreshing to relax into this, not to put expectations on myself or compare myself with others, but to just relax into him. And when I do that, the things that I desire for my life, like fervent prayer, passion for the word, etc., they come. They're the fruit of that relaxing, the relaxing into the reality of the truth of who I am, a branch on the vine. Focus on being a branch, just being a branch, connected to the vine, focusing on that relationship, and everything else comes out of that. Yeah. And I just said, relax into the reality that you are a branch on the vine of Christ, a highly valued part of him. You are actually part of him. Why should he not allow his goodness, his lifeblood to flow into you? Relax into that relationship, and everything else will flow from that. Evangelism, revelation, passion for the word, patience, kindness, freedom to be who you were created to be. Now that's what I want. I want to live in that freedom all the time. What a joy to not be bogged down by perfectionism and fear and all that junk that hinders me from not doing much of anything. I'm sick of living that way. On to reality. I'm so grateful, Lord, for leading me back to this place and giving me greater and more fuller understanding. It's just been such a great reworking of some of these things in my life and taking them deeper into my heart. I'm so grateful. I just wanted to share this last quote that Wayne Jacobson said. He said, learning to live loved is a reality we relax into rather than a discipline we achieve. And yeah, it's just this life of relaxing. It is a relationship, and we don't strive and we don't try harder to be better friends with someone or to have a better relation. You know, that if you do that, it's not natural. It's not natural. We just need to relax and relax into the fact that we are loved by God. And what a freeing thing that is. Oh my gosh. But that's a whole other topic. I'll talk about that living loved sometime again. But yeah, I love you guys. I hope this is a blessing to you, and talk to you later. Bye.